Hey guys, Ray the Video Guy here, and today I've got a very special guest with me, and you can see him next to me on the screen here. It's Bill Cousins, and the reason that I've brought Bill on today is because tomorrow, on Thursday at 1 p.m. Eastern, and if you're watching this on Thursday, then it's today at 1 p.m. Eastern, he's got a new product coming out, which is Rocket Video Ranker version 4. And of course, based on the name alone, you know that he is teaching you how to rank videos in 2015, which we know has gotten a little bit harder. So Bill, first of all, welcome to the show.
Thanks, man. Appreciate it.
No, we're glad to have you on here. It's obviously one of my favorite subjects, and one of the favorite subjects of the people that'll watch this is ranking videos. So let me start off with, first of all, congratulations on the new product. That's awesome that you've got it out there coming, and we're all excited about that.
Thanks.
But the question I have to ask you, is it getting harder to rank videos? Was it harder to put together this version than the past versions?
It's getting harder. It's not really, videos are still one of the easiest things to rank, I think, you know what I mean? So, I mean, to be honest with you, the hardest thing for me is all the updates to YouTube. You know what I mean? All the changes and stuff, because they changed it. They're not changing as much as they were, but I mean, remember for a while there, it was like every week you'd log in and it would like look different, you know? So.
Oh, even recently they've made some. Like I put out a course on the new YouTube cards, and by the time the course came out, they'd changed some of the stuff in there already.
That's one of the problems when you're making these courses, you know? So, yeah, it's harder to rank, but, you know, like I was saying, the cool thing is you can still do some of the crazy stuff that you could never do to a normal website, you know, or a blog or something like that. So, you know, it's still pretty good.
So when we talk about ranking, like let's say we're ranking a plumbing video in Sheboygan, Wisconsin, or whatever, how long does it take these days to do that for you?
Well, I mean, it all depends on the actual title that I'm going to put in there. You know what I mean? That you want it to show up for. If you're doing and it also depends on the competition too. If there's a bunch of plumbers trying to rank videos in Sheboygan, it's going to be harder. But it kind of varies, actually. You know what I mean? Sometimes I'm surprised something will rank super easy, and other times it won't rank as easily as I thought it was going to rank. So
I can feel for you there. I've gone through that same process. Oh, this one will be so easy. It'll rank by the end of the day. And, you know, a week later, it's still page 4. And then another one that you think, oh, that's going to be a little tough. Well, it's right there. And so it's a little more unpredictable, but without giving away too much, because obviously you've got this product and you know, we want to make sure that you get paid for all that awesome knowledge. So without giving away too much information here, what are you finding? Well, let's go a different direction. What are you finding no longer works with ranking that maybe people have been doing?
Well, I remember the old days where we could just do our thing and put our videos up and send a bunch of views at them, and they would rank like crazy. And I mean, that was awesome, but that's not working at all anymore. In fact, I've been finding, I don't know about you, but I've been finding that views aren't really, you know, helping my videos rank really that much. So.
Oh, I'd agree. In fact, you know, I did some tests with a couple of those places that'll get you 10,000 views by next week, and you know, within a day, that video was gone.
Yeah, the actually inside Rocket Video Ranker 4, I show a site that I use that is still one of the safe ones. I haven't had any problems with any of my videos using it. I guess they actually do use, you know, the so-called real views, and I don't send nearly as many views to a video as I used to. I might send maybe 1,000 at a video just to make it look like there's some views coming in, and I always drip them out for the longest period possible. So the site that I show in there, and I show how to use, there's 3 bonus modules inside the course that are actually off-page stuff that you can do for videos that are being a little bit more stubborn. But this site you can get it so the views are spread out over like 14 days, so they just sort of trickle in, you know what I mean, which looks a lot better. But I've never, I don't even try to do like the overnight ones anymore, or the because they're like really, they caught on to that. So
Well, and I think that's the big thing is they've gotten a lot smarter.
Right.
And I think they have ways to realize that if you're a plumber in Sheboygan, Wisconsin, and there's only 10,000 people in the town, and you get 10,000 views to a plumbing video overnight,
Right.
There's probably something going on there.
Yeah. I mean, the biggest thing that I'm finding is like channel authority. You know what I mean? Like setting your channel up so that it looks like somebody who's actually doing it for the long term, which means putting some graphics in there, putting an icon in there, going through the channel and optimizing it for the keywords you're going after, putting a description, putting links in there. And I show all this, how to do all this in Rocket Video Ranker 4 also.
Nice.
And, going into the Google Plus account that now when you set up a YouTube channel, you automatically get, Google Plus account, a Gmail account, everything. So I go in and I show how to set up, go into the Google Plus account and optimize that because they're giving it to you and it's attached. And you can use that to throw some links. So that's what I'm finding more. What do you think about that?
Well, I think that's great. And I, to me, anything that deals with social media, social bookmarking seems to have a pretty good effect on it. So I'm a big fan of that, the Google Plus stuff, and even the Facebook things and Twitter seems to be a good way to get things rolling with it as far as what I've seen. So.
Right, yeah, that's another thing I show inside this course is how to go set up connect a Twitter account to your YouTube channel. And I show you how to just go create one real fast. It's basically has your keyword as the title of the Twitter account so that the videos automatically get uploaded, sent over to it as soon as you upload videos. So that seems to help too. But anything you can do extra, to get those social links pointing back works great.
Excellent. So in this version, in version 4, what's again, without giving away too much here, what's the biggest change from the past? I mean, obviously the views is a big change, but as far as the physical things you have to go in and do, what's the biggest change that you've seen?
Well, when I first started doing Rocket Video Ranker, the first version, which I think was about 3 years ago, maybe 3 or 4 years ago, the basics of it is YouTube has so much domain authority and so much page rank, and the links that are going back and forth inside of YouTube have so much power that you can use those links to point at the video that you're trying to get to rank. So basically what you do is you create some extra channels and you put other videos in them. I call them hub videos, and you put the link of the money video in the description and point them at that money video. And in the old days, I used to teach people to create a bunch, like 4 new accounts and put one video in each one. And I would say what's the biggest change now is I've simplified it because it still seems to work really good. So you don't have to create as many accounts. And I show how to create the extra videos using Camtasia. I walk them through step by step how to do that, and you can get a free trial. Anybody can get a free trial of Camtasia, 30-day trial, which is plenty of time to make a bunch of videos. And I would say the biggest thing, is just simplifying. And in this version, there's actually a piece of software. It's Adobe Air, so it works on Mac and PC. It's a piece of software that I had already. And I decided I had my programmer tweak it a little bit so it sort of simplifies one of the steps, one of the the steps in the whole process or whatever. And you get that for free. And then there's actually also 3 other web-based softwares that I'm giving people as free bonuses inside of it. One is to create your YouTube channel graphics. Another one is you can create like your video slides, and then the other one you can do like YouTube or video graphics like lower thirds and stuff like that. So they get those for free. They're all web-based. They work on for both people with Mac and PCs. So it's just Beautiful. Simpler. The system's easier to do.
Nice.
So.
And so when it comes to ranking, is there anything people will be surprised about or anything they need to think about before they get into this?
What do you mean think about before they get into this?
Well, as far as, if they're gonna rank videos and they're gonna go through your course, is there anything that's going to surprise them or that they need to go out and do? Like they need to go, I don't know what it would be, purchase an account at a certain thing or anything like that, or is it pretty much self-contained at this
Yeah, it's
point?
pretty much self-contained. I mean, I give you the softwares for free, and then I think what they'll be surprised about as they go through the course, there's a lot of information in this course. I mean, I think there's a total of like 12 lessons, and some of the lessons have 4 videos in each of them. And I think what they'll be surprised about is the different steps that I take you through, because a lot of people don't teach, all these other things that you can do to help get your videos to rank. So,
Right.
But it's all stuff that seems to work for me and for the people that I teach, that are using it. So I think that would be the biggest surprise that they would have, is they're going to be like, wow, I never thought of like doing this, or I never thought about doing that.
And the one question I always like to ask, what about the newbie person who's, just never really done this before? They're new to video. They're trying to rank videos. Is it something they can do pretty easily?
Oh, yeah, definitely. I mean, that's like I said, because I walk you through everything. I mean, it's the first video is an introduction video where I basically on a whiteboard, I draw out, this is what we're going to be doing, just so you understand before you even start going through the course. In your mind, okay, this is the whole process, okay? And then, I take them through setting up creating the YouTube account, creating the channel, optimizing the channel, creating the Google Plus account, optimizing that. You know what I mean? It's step by step all the way through. So a brand new person could go in, and I've had people that are brand new go through it and tell me that it's, the way I teach it is great. And I sort of pride myself on the way I teach, because that's the way I learn best, is when somebody, as they're teaching me, if they explain to me why we're doing this. You know what I mean? It's not just, okay, do this, and then move on to the next one. It's like, okay, we got to do this, and here's the reason why we want to do this.
And speaking of the reason why you should do this, tell me, why should people care? Why should people want to rank videos?
Oh, well, for one thing, they're one of the easiest things to get on page 1 of Google with. So that's what I love about them, And it's media, and media is huge, and Google owns YouTube, and geez, there's a whole bunch of reasons,
And of course, because that real estate is extremely valuable,
Right.
and if you can get out there, then it's a big win for you or for your clients. If you're working for clients, then they love that stuff.
Yeah.
If you're working for clients and you can get a video to page 1, they love
Right.
that. So especially the ones who've been burned by places like the Yellow Pages.
Yeah.
But we won't get into
Yeah,
that.
I saw your post about that.
So. Well, Bill, I appreciate you coming out and talking to us about this today. This is obviously something that is near and dear to my heart. I love ranking videos. Ranking videos has been very good to me, and I'm just excited to get people through a modern course that really teaches some cool stuff that works today versus the stuff that worked as late as last year, which has already changed.
Yeah, right, exactly.
So I appreciate that.
Thanks for having me on and let me talk about
No problem. You bet. And for those of you watching, of course, we've got a lot of great information on this this page that you're watching this video on. And if you scroll all the way down to the bottom, you'll be able to see not only the bonuses that Bill talked about, but some bonuses that I've put in there as well. And on top of that, of course, as with last month, we're doing 10% of all profits will be going to our charity of the month, which we haven't decided yet. So make sure you vote on the charity so that we can figure out which one it's going to go to. But 10% will be going to that charity for the month of June. And we appreciate every dollar that you spend that sends money to those charities. So again, Bill, thank you very much. And for everybody, again, tomorrow, 1 o'clock p.m. or today, 1 o'clock p.m. if you're watching on Thursday. So until then, if you have any questions, please feel free to hit me up on Facebook, and we'll talk to you soon.